Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. I hope this finds you very well, and I hope you're enjoying the blessings of this season. So today is December 24th, 2020, and this is my channel about my fiber crafts and a little bit of my life. My name is Lisa, and I can be found on Ravelry as the Soulful Spinner, as well as Instagram. So I hope you're all well this December. This year has been quite a wild ride. And I think we're all having collective trauma. And I hope 2021 brings some healing for the country and the world and for all of us. So I just wanted to share a few Christmas memories and do a bit of spinning and kind of usher out the year of 2020 with a little vlog. So yeah, it's a quiet day today. My husband's at work. He's going to be back probably early afternoon, and we're just going to have a quiet Christmas here. And no family gatherings for us, just us at a quiet Christmas. I think I'm going to share a little bit with my spinning. So I was going through my stash. I was putting together a package for a friend. And I was going through my stash and I found this beautiful, beautiful red roving. And it is from Mountain Colors. Here's the tag here. Mountain Colors, 100% Targhee. And it is in the color Ruby River. And I thought it was very appropriate for the season. It's sort of like a cardinal red. So I know this camera tends to pull focus on my eyes, so I'm going to try to stay out of the frame when I'm showing things. But this is the color. Isn't it beautiful? It actually reminds me of this card my sister sent me for Christmas. Isn't that pretty? So I've been spinning this up on my lendrum here. Been doing a bit of weaving. I've been doing a bit of knitting, and I've been looking at my crochet books. I've been watching some podcasts of crochet, people that create crochet pieces, especially baskets. So I'm really interested in taking some of my hand spun and being able to make a basket. So I pulled out this book here. I know the very, very basics of crochet, but I want to learn more. I think there's this three-dimensional quality about crochet that's very interesting to me. So that's something that I would like to learn in 2021, just to up my crochet game a little bit. I've also been knitting away on my shawl. This shawl is called the Violetta Shawl by Isabel Kramer. And it is huge. I have to be careful not to drop the stitches. I think I'm going to be done with this weekend. It's beautiful color. And I wanted to show you I'll show you the picture first. So this is the picture, and it kind of makes my geometry teacher in me heart sing. It looks like a 30-60 right triangle. But just a caution about the garter edge here. The directions for this little section in the pattern are not correct. There was a lady on Ravelry that has a errata on there. And also just by looking at the picture, you could see, actually looking at the projects, I could see that things were not lining up the way they were supposed to. So I would not if you're an experienced knitter, I don't know if I would recommend this pattern for a beginner who is very dependent on the instructions. You see these pearl, these stockinette edges in the original pattern. It doesn't go all the way across, and there's like a error here. So I figured it out. It wasn't too hard to figure out, but a little bit disappointing here towards the end of my shawl. So I'm knitting this out of Angel Kiss, appropriate for the season. And it is a worsted weight merino and baby alpaca, 60% alpaca and 40% merino. So the pattern really does call for a really drapey yarn. And so I think this is just perfect. I have used this is my fourth skein right here. And then I've got one more skein that I'm going to have to break into for the border. So the rows are really, really long at this point. As you know, if you've ever made a large shawl like this, the final rows are sort of a slog. They take several minutes to get through. So, but next time I podcast in the new year, I think I will be done. What else have I been up to? So I popped in over at my local yarn shop, and I found these really cool, they're slipper bottoms. And what I'm going to do, what they are is they're just a little suede heels and balls of the foot, and it comes with yarn. And what I'm going to do is I am going to get out of the frame here. I am going to sew these onto the bottom of these slippers that I made. So these are my mukluk slippers. I did wash them. They're made out of baby doll South Down hand spun yarn. And I tried to felt them. I put them in the washing machine and the dryer, and they didn't felt really at all. I mean, the stitches closed up a little bit. So if you're ever interested in making socks out of a fiber that does not felt, a down breed is really good for that. I'll have to do a proper breed study on the down breeds. So last time I filmed, I talked about having a slipper cowl, maybe like a warm feet cowl. so that you could make a pair of slippers, either the mukluk slippers or any slippers or thick socks of your choosing. What do you think of that idea? I'm thinking starting it soon. I'm thinking, a lot of people do Christmas cast-ons, but I was thinking we could cast on Boxing Day and maybe go for, I don't know, 6 weeks into February. And I would pull some goodies from my stash and have some prizes. And I thought that might be fun since we're in the winter season and socks are such a kind of an instant gratification kind of knit. Maybe you'd be interested in joining. So I've got to work out the details. I think I'm going to have to do it on Instagram and Ravelry. I know a lot of you are not on Ravelry for various reasons, and I have to say I'm not that much on Ravelry either. So sometimes I'm a little delayed in getting back to you on Ravelry. But it is a great place to host a cal, so a knit along. So I think I'm going to be able to film again after the new year, right before I go back to work in a couple of weeks. If you're interested in a slipper cal, go ahead and Ravelry. I'll start a thread with all the details, and then I will also post on Instagram. You can also email me at soulfulspinning@gmail.com just to get some details, or maybe to give me some ideas. This will be my first ever knit along that I've ever done. So just fun, maybe warm feet cal, something like that. So let me know if you're interested. If I have a couple people interested, that's all we need, right? We just need a couple of people. So I think I'm going to make more pairs of these and some other slippers. I just love slippers. So yeah, that's about all I've been working on. Trying to get away from the computer a little bit. As many of you know, I'm a school teacher, and we're doing remote learning this semester. So it's been really hard on my eyes being on the computer. So I'm trying to wean myself away from that. All right, I think I'll stop here, do a little bit of spinning, and close up for this podcast. Again, I hope you guys are well. I love talking to you, and I love your messages. Keep them coming at soulfulspinning@gmail.com, or you can PM me in Ravelry or Instagram, and I love talking to you. Everybody take care, and the blessings of the season to all of you. This is what I have spun up so far of my ruby red roving. I love that alliteration. It's got all these beautiful shades of red. And here's the fiber. It's exactly the color, showing up beautifully on the camera. Cardinal red, really. And there's my sister's beautiful card. These are two of our favorite Christmas movies. Christmas Carol, Alistair Sim. This is the best version of Christmas Carol. And there is a scene in this movie that tears me up every single time. You know the scene that I'm talking about, after Tiny Tim in the future. And their older son is sitting at the table reading the Bible. It just gets me every time. It's a fantastic version. Alistair Sim is the best Scrooge, I think, in my opinion, but I'm very opinionated. And then this is another favorite of mine, A Bishop's Wife, showing my age. This is my mother's generation here, Cary Grant and, who is it, Loretta Young and David Niven. Torn between those two. This is such a sweet movie, too. If you want to watch a feel-good movie, The Bishop's Wife is really lovely.